Hello and welcome to another lesson. If you're a fan of 90s Britpop and the UK indie scene, then you've come to the right place. As usual, today's lesson materials will be over on my Patreon page. That includes the tabs, a backing track, a guitar profile with the backing track baked in, and a video playthrough with the tabs on screen. For the price of a couple of beers a month, members get access to all my lessons, past and future. Now with that out of the way, on with the lesson. So the first thing you'll notice about this song is that it's tuned somewhere between standard tuning and half a step down. So what I've done today is I've tuned half a step down, and I've also tuned the backing track half a step down as well. So first up we've got the intro. Okay, let's break this into little sections then. So we're going to start with a B sus2 to a B minor and back to a B sus2. Then we're going to transition to an A major, and we're going to go A major into A sus4 back to A major. And in between those two chords we have two open strums which will look like this. Next up I'm going to go into this little G shape. So I'm going to take my second finger, pop it on the 3rd fret of the open E string, and then I'm going to go from 2 to 3 on the B string. I'm going to follow that up with an open strum again, and then an E minor. So far we've got this. From there we've got our first little lick. So to play this I'm going to do a grace note slide from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret on the B string, while simultaneously playing the high E string. From there I'm going to go back to the 3rd fret with the high E string ringing still, and then two open strings. Okay, next section. Okay, so I'm starting with a B minor, and I'm going to tap that again on the 3rd fret of the B string. And then we're going to go into that A shape again, into two passing strums. And then we're going to go into that same G shape we had before, only this time we're going to finish it off a little bit differently. So we're going to strum the G, and then we're going to play the open B string, and then the 2nd fret on the G string, open string on the G, grace note hammer on from 2 to 4 on the D string, 2nd fret on the D string, open D string, and finally an open A string. Okay, then we're going to go back round that first section again. And finally the 4th section looks a little bit like the 2nd section, but again finishes a little bit differently. So after I've hit that G shape, this time I'm going to hit the open B string, the second fret on the G string, and then finally the open string on the B string. And that is our intro. So next up we've got the verse, which is probably my favourite part of the song to play. So we're going to grab our B minor shape and we're going to start by hitting our root note on the 5th string first. We're going to follow that up with an upstroke on the rest of the chord. From there we're going to go to an A power chord, but I'm also going to bar the E and B string on the 5th fret with my little finger as well. And we're just going to do the same thing here. From there we've got our little riff. So what I'm doing there is I'm just going 3, 2, 3, open on the low E string, and I'm following that up with a hammer on the A string from open to 2, and then an open string on the D, repeat, and then finally an open A string. From there we've got the start of the riff again. This time we've got a different lick in between. From there we're going to play the same thing we've just done at the start of the riff. And this time the lick in between is a little different. So this time we've got 3, 2, 3 on the low E string. Follow that up with an open A string. And then we're going to hammer on from open A to 2. Then an open D string, and then a pull off from 2 to open on the D string, and then finally an open A string. Back to the main riff, and a return to the first lick. Back to the main riff again. Finally we've got this. So all I'm doing there is going 3, 2, 3 times on the low E string. Following that up with a hammer on from the open string to the 2nd fret on the A string. And finally an open D string. Okay, moving on to the chorus then. So the chorus section kind of dances around this D major chord and then follows this little melody. So what I'm doing there is I'm going 2, 3, 4 on the G string, and then 3 on the high E, and then back down. And on the second time just stop short on the 4th fret of the G. From there we've got this little lead line. For this we're going to hammer on from 7 to 9 on the D string. We're going to follow that up with 7 on the G string. And then we have a whole step bend up and back down again on the 9th fret. Then we're going to go back to the 7 on the G, 9 on the D, 7 on the D. It then moves on to this little looping section. Okay, so for this I'm just hammering on from 7 to 9 on the D string, and then I'm hitting the 7th fret twice on the G string. But you'll notice the first of the two I'm playing as a staccato, which means I'm just playing the note and then shutting it off immediately, and then letting the second one ring. I'm going to do that twice. Again, it's not what you play, it's how you play it. Sounds a lot different to... Then to finish that lick off, we're going to pull off from 9 to 7 on the G. then finally 9 on the D. Back round the chord section. And then the second fill in the chorus looks like this. So for this I'm bowing the 7th fret on the high E and B string, and then I'm going to the 10th fret with my little finger on the high E. From there we're going to go to an A chord, and I'm going to throw this little finger on the 7th fret of the high E as well. From there, F, and then a C over G chord. And finally moving on to the solo. So this one starts with a double hammer on from 2 to 3 and then 3 to 4 on the G string. And then we've got one of those staccatos again coming in on the 2nd fret of the high E, followed by a pull off. Now we're going to repeat this sequence but just move the staccato note up. And we're going to go back again. And then repeat. And this time we're not going to go back to the 3rd fret. So once we've got that first section of the solo out of the way, we're going to do another one of those double hammer-ons. And then we're going to go 3-2 on the B string. And then 2-3-2 as a hammer-on pull-off. 4 on the G string. 2 on the B string. 4 on the G string, 2 on the G string. So far we've got this. Then to finish that phrase off we're going to go 4-2 on the D string, and then a hammer on from 2 to 4, and then 2 on the G. So all of that little section looks like this. Okay, next phrase. So we're going to hammer on from 2 to 4 on the G string, 2 to 3 on the B string, and then a double hammer on 2 to 3, 3 to 5, and then finally 2 on the high E. And then we're going to hit the 3rd fret twice on the high E, 2 on the high E, 3 on the B, open on the high E, 3 on the B, 2 on the B, hammer on pull off 2-3-2 on the B, and then roll your first finger up to catch the 2 on the G string and slide it up to the 4th fret. So that section looks like this. We're then going to move into a G sharp triad arpeggio. So what I'm doing there is bowing the 4th fret on the high E and B string and playing the 5th fret on the G string. We're then going to slide this up into an A triad, and this time we're going to play the top 2 strings, the high E, and then the top 2 strings again twice. So we've got this so far. We're then going to go up to a higher A triad and play the bottom 2 strings and then the top 2 strings. So again, from this point. And then all I'm going to do is play the 12th fret with my little finger, and then the 9th fret on the G string. And that is our solo. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. As always, you can get the lesson materials over on my Patreon page. This really is a fun song to play, and from now on I'm going to be doing a lot more of the Britpop and UK indie scene stuff. So if you enjoy that kind of stuff, then hit the subscribe button. Enjoy the rest of the week, and I will see you on the next one.